Hey guys, it's Lynn and it is July 31st, which means that it is time for my monthly wrap-up video. And I am very proud of myself this month because I have read a total of 10 books this month, and I'm so proud of myself because that is way better than the 4 that I read in the month of June. So the first 2 books that I read are part of a series, and I read both of them on ebook. I believe the first book is on Kindle for free, so you guys just definitely download it and read it because it is such a beautiful book, and I cried and it was so sad, but it was so beautiful. And that was Love Always, Kate by D. Nicole King. This book is about a girl named Kate who has cancer, and it's basically her and her battle with cancer, and she meets a guy named Damien who is her doctor's son, and they have this love story, and it's so cute and it's so heartbreaking. And there's also a sequel called Love Always Damien, which is basically him. And I'm not going to tell you what that one's about because spoilers, but you guys should definitely read those books, and it like hits you in the heart. And I gave both of those books a 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. The third book that I read in the month of July was part of the Cramathon, and that was Why We Broke Up by Daniel Handler, who is also Lemony Snicket. And this book, it means exactly what the title is, which is Why We Broke Up. And it is about a girl who has a box of things that reminds her or has anything to do with her ex and their relationship. And it's basically her giving the box back to her ex. If you guys are a fan of like the series Unfortunate Events, you guys will definitely like this book because it is a contemporary, but it has like a twist to it. I also gave this a 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. The next book that I read for the Cramathon and the month of July was The Assassin and the Pirate Lord, which is the first book in the Assassin's Blade novellas. And I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars just because it was adventurous, just like all of Sarah J. Maas's books are, but it just wasn't the best one. And I know there's better ones in here, but I haven't read them yet, so that is why I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars, not because it was bad or anything, just because I knew it was building up to a better like fight scene or sequence or something like that. The last one that I read for the Cramathon was The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith, and I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. But now that I think about it, this book wasn't as good as it could have been. Like, it had a great plot and all that stuff, but it was just a fluffy contemporary. It didn't draw me into it like other books do. But I still enjoyed it. It was very cute. If you guys are looking for just like a light read, you should definitely pick this up because it is just a nice summer read. I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars because it was just eh. But now that I think about it, I kind of want to give it a 3.5 stars. But I told myself that I wasn't going to do half stars. But this book kind of seems like one that should get a 3.5 stars, but yeah, that's how I feel. The next one that I read was a reread for me, and that is Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover. And after the Cramathon, I was kind of in a book slump because I just didn't feel like reading because I was just forcing myself to read all those books, so it just like tired me out. So I needed to find a book that would bring me out of that slump, and Colleen Hoover always brings me out of my book slumps because all of her writing is beautiful, and this one is just exactly what I needed to bring me out of my slump. And if you guys didn't already know by my ravings, I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars, and I will continue to. The next one that I read was Easy by Tamara Weber, and this is also another new adult book, and after I read Maybe Someday, I was in the mood for another contemporary, and so I picked up this one. I've seen this a lot on Book Outlet, and the cover does not do it justice. I mean, this cover is really cliche. It just annoys me because their faces are just, they take up the whole thing. But other than that, it was a great book. It is about a girl who is in college, and she just broke up with her boyfriend like a couple weeks ago, and she comes back from a party where she almost gets raped, but she doesn't. And basically this book is about her reestablishing her independence as a woman and figuring out what she wants in life and how to be stronger. And I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars too. It had a love romance in it, but it wasn't the focus, and that's what I liked about it because it had more than just the love part, and like a lot of new adult books are lacking that, and this one was not, so I love that about it. The last 3 books are a series, and I read them all during the TBR takedown, and that is the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer, which is all 3 books so far. I'm actually currently still reading Cress, and hopefully I finish it tonight. I don't know, I have a lot to go, but if not, it's fine because I'm gonna read it in the next day or two. But these 2 are great. I gave both of them a 5 out of 5 stars. I did like Cinder more than Scarlet just because most middle books, they're usually like a filler, but it was still nice to be introduced to new characters. And I love Cinder because she is the type of protagonist that is not usually seen as a protagonist. Usually the female leads and protagonists are always seen as like the tough girl and the one that can take down anything, and Cinder is not, and you kind of see her character development and how she grows into the person that she needs to be, and it is amazing, and that is what I love about Cinder, and I love that Marissa Meyer portrayed this as that. That is my July wrap up, and also I will not be doing an August TBR just because the booktubeathon is going on and I already made a TBR for that, and also this month with classes starting again at the end of the month, and I have to get ready for that and buy textbooks for all my classes this semester, and it's just really hectic, so I don't know how much reading I'm gonna get done, but that is why I'm not gonna be doing a TBR. But I'm still hoping that I read a lot of books in the month of August, and that's pretty much it. That is my 10 books that I read for the month of July, which I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself. But yeah, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. That's pretty much all I have to tell you guys, and that is it. This is Novelty Lynn saying goodbye. Bye!